Top 20 Internal Auditor Interview Questions and Answers for 2026. Internal auditors play a vital role in helping organizations identify risks, strengthen internal controls, improve operational efficiency, and ensure compliance with regulations. As businesses continue to face evolving financial, operational, and cybersecurity challenges in 2026, companies are seeking skilled auditors who can provide valuable insights and independent assessments. During an interview, employers evaluate not only your technical auditing knowledge, but also your analytical thinking, communication skills, and professional judgment. The following interview questions and answers are designed to help candidates prepare effectively and demonstrate the competencies required to succeed as an internal auditor in today's competitive job market. 1. Tell me about yourself and your internal audit experience. Answer: I am a detail-oriented auditing professional with experience in evaluating internal controls, assessing risks, and ensuring compliance with organizational policies and regulations. Throughout my career, I have participated in financial, operational, and compliance audits, working closely with management to identify control weaknesses and recommend practical solutions. I enjoy analyzing processes, reviewing data, and helping organizations improve efficiency while minimizing risk. My strengths include critical thinking, effective communication, and maintaining professional integrity. I am passionate about continuous learning and staying updated with industry standards to deliver high-quality audit results. 2. What do you understand about internal auditing? Answer: Internal auditing is an independent and objective assurance function that helps organizations improve their operations and achieve their objectives. It involves evaluating risk management processes, internal controls, and governance systems to determine whether they are functioning effectively. Internal auditors identify areas of concern, recommend improvements, and provide management with valuable insights that support informed decision-making. The goal is not only to detect problems, but also to help prevent them. Effective internal auditing contributes to organizational success by promoting accountability, operational efficiency, regulatory compliance, and strong financial management practices. 3. Why do you want to work as an internal auditor? Answer: I am attracted to internal auditing because it offers a unique opportunity to understand different areas of a business while contributing to organizational improvement. The role combines analytical thinking, problem-solving, and professional judgment. I enjoy identifying risks, evaluating controls, and helping organizations strengthen their processes. Internal auditing also provides continuous learning opportunities because auditors interact with various departments and business functions. I find satisfaction in delivering recommendations that improve efficiency, reduce risk exposure, and support strategic objectives. This profession aligns perfectly with my strengths and long-term career goals. 4. What are the main objectives of internal auditing? Answer: The primary objectives of internal auditing are to evaluate internal controls, assess risk management effectiveness, ensure compliance with laws and regulations, and improve organizational operations. Internal auditors provide independent assurance that business activities are functioning as intended. They identify weaknesses, recommend corrective actions, and support management in achieving organizational goals. Internal auditing also helps protect assets, enhance governance practices, and promote accountability throughout the organization. By providing objective evaluations and practical recommendations, internal auditors contribute to stronger business performance and long-term organizational success. 5. How do you plan an audit engagement? Answer: Audit planning begins with understanding the organization's objectives, operations, and risk environment. I review previous audit reports, relevant policies, and regulatory requirements. Next, I conduct a risk assessment to identify high-risk areas requiring attention. Based on this information, I define the audit scope, objectives, timeline, and required resources. Effective planning also involves communicating with stakeholders and developing audit procedures that address identified risks. A well-structured audit plan ensures efficient use of resources, improves audit quality, and increases the likelihood of achieving meaningful audit outcomes. 6. How do you assess risk during an audit? Risk assessment involves identifying events or conditions that could prevent an organization from achieving its objectives. I evaluate both the likelihood and potential impact of identified risks by reviewing business processes, financial data, operational activities, and existing controls. Discussions with management and process owners provide valuable insights into emerging concerns. High-risk areas receive greater audit attention because they pose the greatest threat to organizational performance. A risk-based approach helps ensure audit resources are focused on areas where improvements can provide the most significant value. 7. What is internal control? Answer. Internal control refers to the policies, procedures, and activities established by an organization to achieve operational efficiency, safeguard assets, ensure reliable reporting, and maintain compliance with regulations. Examples include segregation of duties, approval procedures, reconciliations, access controls, and monitoring activities. Strong internal controls reduce the risk of fraud, errors, and operational failures. As an internal auditor, I assess whether controls are properly designed and operating effectively. Effective internal controls create a foundation for organizational success and support management in achieving strategic objectives. 8. How do you handle confidential information? Answer. Confidentiality is one of the most important responsibilities of an internal auditor. I ensure that sensitive information is accessed only when necessary and shared exclusively with authorized personnel. I follow company policies, professional standards, and legal requirements regarding data protection and confidentiality. Documents are stored securely, and audit findings are discussed responsibly. Maintaining confidentiality helps preserve trust between auditors and stakeholders while protecting the organization's reputation. Professional ethics require auditors to handle all information with integrity, discretion, and respect for privacy at all times. 9. What would you do if you discovered fraud? Answer. If I discovered potential fraud, I would document all relevant evidence carefully and objectively. I would avoid making assumptions or accusations before gathering sufficient facts. Following company procedures, I would report the matter through the appropriate channels, such as senior management, compliance officers, or the audit committee. Maintaining confidentiality throughout the process is essential. My responsibility would be to support the investigation with accurate documentation and unbiased observations. A professional and systematic approach helps ensure that potential fraud cases are addressed fairly and effectively. 10. How do you prioritize multiple audit assignments? Answer. I prioritize audit assignments based on risk level, business impact, regulatory requirements, management concerns, and project deadlines. High-risk areas receive immediate attention because they have the greatest potential effect on organizational objectives. I also consider resource availability and stakeholder expectations when scheduling audit activities. Effective planning, communication, and time management allow me to balance multiple assignments without compromising quality. By maintaining a structured approach and regularly reviewing priorities, I ensure all audit engagements are completed efficiently and within established timelines. 11. How do you ensure compliance with company policies and regulations? Answer. Ensuring compliance begins with understanding the applicable policies, regulations, and industry standards that govern an organization. During an audit, I review procedures, documentation, and operational activities to determine whether employees are following established requirements. I also evaluate the effectiveness of compliance controls and identify any gaps that may expose the organization to risk. When non-compliance issues are identified, I provide practical recommendations and work with management to develop corrective action plans. Continuous monitoring and follow-up reviews help ensure that compliance improvements are implemented and maintained over time. 12. What is the difference between internal audit and external audit? Answer. Internal and external audits serve different purposes within an organization. Internal audits focus on evaluating internal controls, risk management, operational efficiency, and compliance throughout the year. Internal auditors work for the organization and provide recommendations for improvement. External audits, on the other hand, are conducted by independent audit firms and primarily focus on verifying the accuracy of financial statements. While both functions require objectivity and professional judgment, internal auditing is more focused on continuous improvement, while external auditing provides assurance to shareholders, investors, and regulators. 13. How do you write an effective audit report? Answer. An effective audit report should be clear, concise, objective, and actionable. I begin by summarizing the audit objectives, scope, and methodology. Findings are presented with supporting evidence, risk implications, and root cause analysis. Each observation includes practical recommendations that management can implement to address identified issues. I avoid overly technical language and ensure the report is easy for stakeholders to understand. Accuracy and professionalism are essential because management relies on audit reports when making decisions. A strong audit report not only highlights problems but also provides valuable solutions. 14. Describe a challenging audit situation and how you handled it. Answer. One challenging audit involved reviewing a department that was resistant to the audit process and reluctant to provide requested information. I addressed the situation by building trust through professional communication and clearly explaining the audit objectives. Rather than creating conflict, I focused on collaboration and transparency. As the audit progressed, employees became more cooperative and provided the information needed for an accurate assessment. The audit identified several process improvements that benefited the department. This experience reinforced the importance of communication, professionalism, and relationship building during audit engagements. 15. What audit software or tools have you used? Answer. I have experience using various audit and data analysis tools that improve efficiency and accuracy. These include Microsoft Excel for data analysis, audit management software for planning and documentation, and reporting tools for presenting findings. I am also familiar with data analytics techniques that help identify trends, anomalies, and potential control weaknesses. Technology plays an increasingly important role in modern auditing because it allows auditors to review larger data sets and focus on higher-risk areas. I am always eager to learn new tools that enhance audit effectiveness. 16. How do you maintain objectivity as an internal auditor? Answer. Objectivity is essential for maintaining the credibility of the audit function. I ensure objectivity by evaluating evidence based on facts rather than personal opinions or relationships. I follow professional auditing standards and remain independent when assessing processes and controls. Even when findings may be sensitive or unpopular, I present them honestly and fairly. Maintaining professional skepticism helps me evaluate information critically and avoid bias. By focusing on evidence, transparency, and ethical conduct, I ensure that audit conclusions remain accurate, reliable, and beneficial to the organization. 17. How do you stay updated with auditing standards and regulations? Answer. The auditing profession continues to evolve, making continuous learning extremely important. I stay updated by reviewing professional publications, attending training programs, participating in webinars, and following updates from professional organizations. I also read industry news and regulatory announcements to understand emerging risks and compliance requirements. Networking with other audit professionals provides additional insights into best practices and industry developments. Staying informed allows me to apply current standards effectively and ensure that audit activities remain relevant, compliant, and aligned with evolving business environments. 18. How would you handle a disagreement with management regarding audit findings? Answer. Disagreements can occur during the audit process, but they should be handled professionally and constructively. If management disagrees with a finding, I would first listen carefully to their perspective and review any additional information they provide. I would then evaluate the evidence objectively and discuss the issue openly. My goal would be to reach a mutual understanding based on facts rather than opinions. If differences remain, I would document both viewpoints and follow established reporting procedures. Maintaining professionalism and respect is essential for preserving positive working relationships. 19. Why is risk-based auditing important? Answer. Risk-based auditing ensures that audit resources are focused on areas that present the greatest potential impact on organizational objectives. Rather than reviewing every activity equally, auditors prioritize high-risk processes, systems, and controls. This approach increases audit effectiveness by directing attention to areas where weaknesses could result in financial loss, operational disruption, regulatory violations, or reputational damage. Risk-based auditing also aligns audit activities with organizational priorities and management concerns. By concentrating on significant risks, auditors can provide greater value and more meaningful recommendations to the organization. 20. Why should we hire you as an internal auditor? Answer. You should hire me because I bring a combination of technical auditing knowledge, analytical skills, and professional integrity. I have the ability to identify risks, evaluate controls, and provide practical recommendations that improve business performance. My strong communication skills allow me to work effectively with employees and management across different departments. I am committed to maintaining objectivity, confidentiality, and ethical standards in every audit engagement. Most importantly, I focus on adding value by helping organizations strengthen controls, improve efficiency, and achieve their strategic goals while managing risk effectively. Halkanas. Internal auditing has become more important than ever as organizations face increasing regulatory requirements, operational challenges, and emerging business risks. Successful internal auditors must possess strong analytical abilities, sound judgment, effective communication skills, and a commitment to professional ethics. Preparing for common interview questions allows candidates to demonstrate their knowledge, confidence, and ability to contribute to organizational success. By understanding the principles of risk management, internal controls, compliance, and audit reporting, you can position yourself as a valuable asset to any organization. Use these interview questions and answers to strengthen your preparation and approach your next internal auditor interview with confidence.